these opposites, and on a certain level, knowing that we're doing it.
Mm-hmm. Right. And that's, one of the things maybe that differentiates compartmentalization from something that looks more dissociative is that we're sort of holding both things in awareness at the same time, but they're kind of opposites. I mean, I think it's a fascinating topic and there's lots of places to go, but I almost want to start off by just saying, hey, look, we're complicated. It's really complicated being human. And not to expect ourselves to be too consistent. Was it Walt Whitman who talked about consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds, mm-hmm. and who said, I am a multitude. So we are just complicated, and there are going to be contradictions that exist within each of us.
He said, "Do I contradict myself? Well, then I contradict myself."
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So for sure we are complicated, and for sure we have different self states, including complexes that can kind of take us over. And including the various aspects of our persona that, just as Joseph, you mentioned, I mean, we present a different side of ourselves, having TGIF drinks with our friends than we do in the office.
Yeah, and I think the impulse to be too consistent can lead to a kind of fanaticism. Some tolerance for inconsistency is perhaps, holding our arms wide enough to embrace all of us. Is perhaps the attitude I want to start off with.
I might even say that if we hold ourselves too rigidly and we veer into a kind of fanaticism, then what happens to shadow? Then we haven't embraced ourselves. We've simply excluded parts of ourselves and relegated them to the unconscious as if they don't exist.
And I think there's an enormous, bizarre pressure for absolute continuity. A politician comes forward, has a particular agenda, perhaps many people think highly of. Then somebody finds a paper they wrote in college that has a different position. And then as this is brought to the public, see, well, look at what he said now, but 25 years ago, he believed